welcome to Jury Review. I am Kareem Clemons. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. This is Jury Review. Okay, so welcome. I am Kareem Clemons. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. This is Jury Review, where I recap with the jury behind me on events that happened over the weekend. Okay, so before I continue, I do want to say hello to the jury people. Glad to see you back in the building yet again. You guys were here, and I know you guys deliberated and made your, uh, your verdict on when I announced to you about the officer who, because we're not going to give the name of the officer who was charged and found guilty on the other day or a couple of weeks ago um, in the George Floyd case. He was found guilty of 3 charges, and then you know, so now I brought you guys back here because I wanted to explain to you that this man is asking, or I'm not going to even say ask, they filed a motion for a new trial. A new trial. Now, I'm gonna be here with you. I'm gonna be here with you, and we're going to dissect this, and we're gonna see why they are asking for a new trial. Okay? I don't know why they're asking for a new trial. We're gonna turn to social media right now, and we're gonna see why they are asking for a new trial. So right now, I can see right here that the defense is asking to file motion for a new trial in the George Floyd case, allegedly jury misconduct. Okay, so let's go into this and see. Okay, so according to social media, the former Minneapolis police officer filed a motion for a new trial Tuesday after he was convicted last month of murdering George Floyd. So the attorney is alleging pretrial publication affecting the officer right to a fair trial. So the motion alleged to the court abuses its desertion, desertion by denying the request for a change in venue in a new trial. So they're now saying that because the court failed to sequester the jury or or tell them to avoid all media, they were subjected not only to perjury publication but also to jury intimidation or pre-intentional fair to redistribute. So, okay, so I'm trying to understand this, and I'm trying to put that all together so I can give you guys, the rundown because you're like, this cannot be happening, right? But someone saying that it's not going to happen, you believe it's not going to happen? Okay. So, do you guys believe that this formal officer, should get another trial? I mean, what do you guys think? All right. So apparently, in total, the motion alleged 8 abuse of this desertion by the court, and they're saying that a jury found Shover. Damn, I didn't want to say his name. A jury found the officer guilty of second and third degree murder as well as second degree manslaughter in Floyd's death in May 2020. Also, too, they're saying last week the first juror in the officer case spoke out and described the evidence upon 7 women and 5 men convicted the former officer as overwhelming. So, I mean, what do y'all say? I mean, do y'all think that the officer should have a new trial, or do you think that it was fair and just? You think it was fair and just? Everybody think it was fair and just, fair and just, fair and just. Okay, so they believe that it was fair and just, and they're saying that it's just almost like how when a person is found guilty, they request for an appeals, right? And then that could be denied just as well as this being denied. So we can deny it. Y'all want to deny it? Want to deny it? Okay. So the jury people here on jury review is denying. We're going to deny it. We're going to deny the officer. We're going to deny. All in favor? Aye, aye, aye. Anybody opposed? No? Okay. Nobody mad but the devil. All right. So right now we're going to dismiss. We're going to dismiss the jury right here on this jury review is going to dismiss the officer, the former officer filed a motion, okay, for a new trial in the George Floyd's case, allegedly jury misconduct. So if it happens, then that was on their part. But here on jury review, we're going to say no, right? It's a no, it's a no, it's a no. Okay, it's a no. Okay, moving right along. So I have another story. There's been a lot of stories that has happened since you guys been here. I know that we have had a death of a transgender who was killed, which I am going to spread some information on that. There has been more information. Uh, we're doing very well on the GTA 5, which is going down today at 5 o'clock, okay, on TST TV. So, yes, we do have some information in the killing of Jahira Mission, okay, Balenciaga. Okay, so and it really and this is a sad story because we talk about how when transgenders are murdered in America, we raise awareness on our platform and we talk about it because it needs to be talked about, right? The jury people agree, you guys agree, I agree that it needs to be talked about. So over the past couple of days I put together a segment about transgender awareness for all. Okay. And that's on my social media. And I want to show the jury people, I want to show you guys the video as well. But I want to show the jury people what this video, this message, it gives great weight because it touches me and it touches a lot of people who find out that transgenders are being killed. And in this case, Jahira Mission Balenciaga was killed by her a person who she opened the doors to. Now we're going to get into this story, and this is according to social media, and according to uh, uh, this happened in Dorchester. Mhm. Yes. So apparently, okay, so Jahira Mission, she basically she's an advocate. She's an advocate. Hold on, let me just get this right because I don't want to mess up this because it is for archives, right? Archive. When I say archives, I'm referring to social media. Okay. The only reason why I want to do this because I want to get this right because I do know that we are um, we want to basically do this. I want to get this right. Okay, so Jahira Mission, and you guys can go and watch her past videos on social media. But I can tell you that this lady she's a transgender. Okay, she was a transgender, and this person who killed her and I'm gonna go ahead and share this so you guys can take a listen, watch this. This is her at a conference. Okay, this is her at a conference, and just the work that people do. It's just so sad because people take away people take away the greatness of what people have. And this is her at the MOVA conference keynote speaker. Okay. And it's just really, really sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. Let me just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just bring it over here. Uh, Okay, so we're gonna watch this while I go over this right here because I think this is very important. Let me just go ahead and throw up the infamous. Okay, this is wait, was it back there? I think it was. All right, hold on. Let me just put that one up there because we are not about to start. All right, so according to social media, a judge ordered the 34-year-old, we're not going to say the name here, but the 34-year-old man to be held without bail after he allegedly murdered his wife and another woman, which we now know is Jahira Mission, who we're now watching right now. Okay? So this 34-year-old murdered his wife, allegedly murdered his wife, and murdered her. So prosecutors have arrested the 34-year-old man on Sunday afternoon after they say he called police himself, okay, to say he had killed his wife. So the 34-year-old appeared in court, and they say when officers arrived at the Talbot Street home, two young children pointed them to where the 42-year-old, which we now hear is Jahira, a 27-year-old, was stabbed. They both were stabbed. They said that Jahira was pronounced dead at the scene, right? This is crazy, right? Was pronounced dead at the scene after being stabbed in the neck. And the wife was rushed to Boston Medical Center where she succumbed. So the 34-year-old is allegedly said during a police interview that he woke up next to his wife and found her bleeding. What? Bleeding, right? But he did not know how. And it was then that the 34-year-old allegedly realized he was holding the knife. So, according to prosecutors, they're saying that the 34-year-old told police he took medication for mental health issues. A dog was also stabbed during the incident, but the dog also survived. So let's break this down. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. So apparently, this man, this 34-year-old man, uh, stabbed his wife in the bed, and then how did, when did he stab her? Because if she was already dead, right? Listen, this is what they're saying. We're gonna go off of what they're saying, right? If she was already dead when they came there, because we just read that she was pronounced dead on arrival, then how is it that he had a knife and mind you, he's mental illness, mental issues. That's what they said, mental health. And he has a knife in the bed while his wife is there, and she is alive and rushed to Boston Medical where she died. So this is a person that she took in to her home, had her and him, her friend, him in the house. And as nice as people are, they take that and they use it against you because now look, we have a activist, a house mother, a mother, a friend dead. And as we watching his keynote speaker right here, this is Jahira Mission, keynote speaker at the MOVA Massachusetts Office for Victim Assistance. The greatness that people do, it could be taken away just like that. And it's like, so if you have a mental problem, how do you recall what you did? How do you recall that? Okay, so this is unbelievable, right? And yes, she's pretty, right? She's really pretty, and for her to be doing this, it's like, and you guys can catch her Jahira Mission on YouTube. Okay, you guys can go on YouTube and y'all can go up there and watch the videos, all her past videos, and see what greatness that was once upon us taken away by somebody who was helped, had a roof over their head, had a place to go to, and you kill the person who helps you. So they said, never bite the hand that feeds you. But that is what happened, vice versa. So this is what's happening. And I want to say to the family, Jury Review, Omega Studio News, Talk Show T, What I See You See. We send our condolences to the family, okay? And we want justice. It's going to be justice for all. Transgender awareness, justice for all. I don't know if it was that he found out about her. I don't know. Maybe he already knew. I don't know. But we don't know if it's a bias crime here because he killed his girlfriend. I'm not sure if she was cisgender or real female. However, allegedly, he did that. So apparently, maybe he already knew. So I don't know if the prosecutor is going to say, well, this is a bias crime, like a hate crime, because he did it because she was transgender. I don't know. But I do know that somebody who is advocate or who was advocating for not just for her, but for all the LGBTQ and for all the transgenders and for all the people in the boardroom and for everybody on social media, the platforms and what she's done and reached out to so many people across the country and around social media network. They're devastated. Devastated that somebody could take you away just like that. But it's your work that is here, that speaks for you. And it's people like me, citizen journalists, who continue to use their platform to speak about greatness of what people can do or once have done. Because I know her mission was to advocate. Just advocate, just being there and just talking about things and just being support and just, giving reviews. Because that's what we do. We're human beings. If we choose to do this type of lifestyle or hobby. But I'm happy that there was justice for Jahira Mission and that her killer is now behind bars in jail. And that's double murder. So that's going to probably give him life. Okay. When funeral services is for her, if she has any memorial service, I will update social media or right here on this platform or with the jury people. But it's devastating. She's pretty, right? Pretty, right? Like, how can somebody just do something like that? Just snuff you away, just like that. Just like that. You understand? So, yeah, so that's what we wanted to talk about right here, right now. Okay, so this next story that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I wanted to I really wanted to talk about this long, like maybe like a week ago, but I am actually going to talk about it now because I wanted to raise attention because this is also talking about someone who's in social media, but in the same way, um, a person used their platform to speak, right? Speak, and then she's drinking, she's smoking, she's doing all types of stuff, which I understand is their module or their module of what they do on broadcast. But what this lady did, she actually left from that studio. So say for instance, I'm here, we're in the studio, and then I leave from here, and then I'm going home, I'm going back home. Well, she demonstrated she demonstrated, and I can tell you that demonstration turned deadly. Okay, she killed a NYPD officer. She hit and ran. She hit and run, did and killed this officer while she was leaving from the studio. And they, well, allegedly, but she drove the officer, dragged the officer, and then allegedly, she said she knew she was dragging something, but she didn't stop. So it turned out that the video, and then we just found out, the same thing that she was wearing, she actually had on while they had her hemmed up, arresting her and booking her on charges for killing the police officer on duty. And mind you, the story gets crazier. The officer was standing in the traffic lane, directing traffic and investigating a crash that killed a young man, the driver, of course, driving without a license or suspension or something. I don't know if he was drunk or something, but he was killed. And the officer that was there, they said that this officer was killed is a hero because as she was driving and swerving, he ordered the direction of his colleagues to move out of the way, and boom, it was over. It was over. It was over. She smacked him just like that, just like that, and killed him. So his funeral just happened, and I can tell you that it was so many police officers. I have not seen that many police officers. Well, I think the last time I seen the police officers like that, or maybe this could have been more, is when Officer Wayne Liu and the two officers who was killed in Brooklyn. Okay, so that was the last time that I seen that many officers, and they're saying, let's see here, that matter of fact, hold on, just give me 1 second, guys. So basically, there's because I just want to show you guys this, and I want to show it for archives and everything if it plays. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. If we can't do it, this is from ABC. ABC, y'all. ABC, y'all. This is from ABC. So I want y'all to hear it, so I can get a taste of what's happening. All right, here we go.
The women who admits she was driving drunk when she ran down and killed a New York cop.
The same thing she was wearing right there is what she had on in that video that millions of people seen.
Yeah, Bill, at her arraignment tonight, prosecutors said Jessica Beauvais blew a 0.15 blood alcohol level early this morning. That's nearly twice the legal limit, and it was more than 2 hours after detectives say she ran down one of New York's finest and left him to die on the LIE.
That is crazy.
Exactly 24 hours ago, Anastasios Sakos clocked in for the midnight tour at the NYPD's Highway 3. He wouldn't live to see the dawn.
They said goodbye. They said goodbye on their stoop earlier today. Little did they know that would be the last time.
I'm sorry.
The same thing she had on.
A 14-year veteran and father of two dead, prosecutors say, because 32-year-old Jessica Beauvais drank herself into a stupor, got behind the wheel,
Right
and
on that
slammed
time
into him
she
with
was
such force,
on live.
his body flew 100 feet.
We see here a horrendous pattern.
Unbelievable.
People doing the wrong thing and other people dead because of it. And one of them, a hero officer.
Prosecutors say
Look,
Beauvais, who hosts a
look,
podcast
that's the
critical
video,
of
y'all.
police,
That's
If
the
you
video.
are afraid for your life, go be a secretary at Walmart.
had just recorded this episode, posted it to Facebook, and hit the road. She allegedly admitted to having drunk vodka, wine, and tequila, and smoking pot. I didn't know where I was going, she told police, so I used my GPS. At around that time, Officer Sakos and his unit were on the scene of a fatal crash on the LIE. His job was to direct traffic off the expressway. Except Beauvais, police say, drove right toward him, mowed him down, and didn't stop.
The windshield was smashed in beyond recognition.
Unbelievable.
The front end was damaged. It was dragging a cone, and she fled.
When police caught up to her, prosecutors say she rammed one of their cars twice, trying to get away. Before they got her out of the car, I did hear a thump, so I knew I hit something, she later told detectives, but I didn't see what it was.
Unbelievable.
It wasn't a thing. It was a human being. It was a husband and the father of a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. Meanwhile, Ms. Beauvais is herself, according to her defense attorney, the single mother of a 13-year-old boy. She tonight is remanded with no bail.
Unbelievable. You guys have just heard it right here. And you guys cannot believe this, right? It is really sad. That story I wanted to share with y'all because I wanted to share that with social media because I want to say how it's very important that when people use their platform, that they don't do what this lady allegedly did. She allegedly did this. We just heard the story. I hope there was volume to that. I really hope it was volume because I'm going to be really mad if it wasn't. But basically, it was the story. If y'all haven't heard it, it was the pictures and flashing lights explaining what I just explained earlier. It was sad. Yes. And she is in jail. You can't believe it, too. We can't believe it. We cannot believe that the fact is that this woman was driving and doing the same thing. Like she had the same clothes on in the video that we seen. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Okay, so look, ladies and gentlemen, jury people, look, I want to thank you guys for being here. Good jury review. Thank you so much. And I want to say to y'all that I'll see you guys on the other next video. So thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. All right. So the jury people, and thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch jury review. I'm Kareem Clemons, and I'll see you guys very soon. For more information, you guys can visit the blog page.